People have been interested in dreams for thousands of years. They take the form of a magical and often strange world that we travel through at night. From the time of the ancient Greeks to the present day, people have been interested in and speculated about dreams. They might be strange, scary, exciting, or everyday, but they always have an air of the unusual about them, making it hard to tell the difference between reality and fantasy. People in the past often thought that dreams were messages from the gods or the dead, signs of what would happen in the future, or views into the soul. For example, the Egyptians thought dreams were messages from God and kept dream books to figure out what they meant. In the same way, the Greeks and Romans thought that dreams were predictive, and that images from gods could tell people what they should do. From a spiritual point of view, this shows how everyone wants to find meaning and value in their dreams. The way people thought about dreams changed over time from being about gods to being about people's minds. Sigmund Freud, who is often called the father of modern dream interpretation, came up with a new idea in the late 1800s and early 1900s. For Freud, dreams were the royal road to the unconscious, where hidden thoughts, feelings, and wants could be found. It was his idea that dreams are a way for the unconscious mind to express itself without the aware mind getting in the way. Freud's work paved the way for future psychology studies of dreams. Dreams not only show what's going on in our unconscious mind, but they also show how amazing it is that our brains can make up realistic, complicated situations while we sleep. Neurology, the study of dreams, looks at the bodily functions that happen while we sleep and how they affect the formation of dreams. Brain activity is very high during rapid eye movement sleep, which is also when most dreams happen. The brain's activity during REM sleep is similar to its activity when it is awake. This suggests that the brain handles information in a lot of the same ways, whether it is awake or asleep. Even though we have a better idea of how dreams work, the question of why we dream is still not clear. Some experts think that dreams help us evolve by simulating possible threats and getting us ready for problems we might face in real life. Others say that dreams can help you remember things, keep your emotions in check, or figure out how to solve a problem. The different ideas behind these theories show how complicated dreams are and how hard it is to figure them out. In theory, dreams are also very important. Philosophy has long wondered about the nature of truth and awareness, and dreams have been a way for them to do this. In his famous questioning of the truth of sense experiences, René Descartes used dreams to show how our views could be wrong. When we dream, things happen that seem very real. How can we be sure that our waking life is real? This psychological puzzle makes us think about what truth is and where the lines are between the aware and unconscious mind. As we learn more about the psychology and philosophy of dreams, we find that they can mean a lot of different things. Dreams are more than just short-lived pictures or stories. They are an important part of being human and give us a unique glimpse into our deepest feelings and thoughts. Dreams continue to fascinate and inspire us, pushing us to explore the depths of our own thoughts, whether they are seen as messages from God, images of the unconscious, or models of possible worlds. Dreams have been understood in many different ways throughout history. This shows how science, psychology, and society have changed over time. Each idea gives us a different way to look at the purpose and meaning of dreams, which helps us understand this mysterious thing. Psychoanalytic theory, which was first put forward by Sigmund Freud in the early 1900s, is still one of the most important ways to understand dreams. Sigmund Freud thought that dreams were a way for the inner mind to express suppressed urges and unsolved conflicts. He talked about visible content, which is the dream's physical plot, and subliminal content, which is the dream's deeper psychological meaning. Freud said that looking at the symbols and themes in dreams can help us understand the deepest feelings and thoughts that our waking mind might not want to face. Psychology has changed a lot because of this way of thinking, which stresses how important the unconscious mind is in forming our actions and experiences. Carl Jung, who lived at the same time as Freud, came up with his own way to understand dreams that was different from Freud's focus on buried urges. Jung thought that dreams were a way to talk to the collective unconscious, which is a storehouse of shared human experiences and patterns. He thought that dreams brought these iconic things into our waking knowledge, which helped us grow and understand ourselves better. Jung's way of thinking focused on how dreams can be meaningful and reveal profound truths about the human state. Jungian psychology and dream analysis are still based on his idea of archetypes, which are universal images like the hero, the shadow, and the anonymous. Psychoanalytic ideas are different from the activation synthesis concept that J. In the 1970s, Alan Hobson and Robert McCarley looked at dreams from the point of view of neurobiology. This idea says that dreams happen when the brain tries to make sense of random brain activity that happens during REM sleep. The brain turns these random messages into stories that make sense, which is what dreams are. This idea says that dreams might not have meanings in and of themselves, but are instead the result of the brain's work to process and organize information. Some people have said that the activation synthesis theory doesn't go far enough into the social and emotional parts of dreams, even though it does explain some important biochemical aspects of dreaming. The continuity theory builds on the idea that dreams are ways of processing information and says that our dreams mirror the things we think, feel, and do when we are awake. This point of view says that the states of waking and dreaming are connected, and that dreams are a way of practicing what you think about. For instance, if we are worried about something that is going to happen soon, we might think about it to help us emotionally get ready and figure out what to do. This theory stresses the adaptable role of dreams, saying that they help us deal with the problems and unknowns of everyday life. Antti Rauvansvo came up with the danger simulation hypothesis, which is another interesting idea. The idea that dreams help us stay alive by practicing how to react to possible danger comes from an evolutionary point of view. We can improve our ability to handle real-life dangers by practicing and perfecting our responses to difficult or dangerous situations in our dreams. This theory agrees with the idea that dreams help us change by making us stronger and better prepared generally. Even though these theories give different ideas about what dreams mean and how they work, it is important to remember that dreams are very personal and have many layers. There isn't a single theory that can fully explain dreams, and different methods may work better or worse for different people and situations. Dream analysis is still an area that is changing and growing as science, psychology, and cultural knowledge grow. As we learn more about these ideas, it becomes clear that dreams are not just chance or pointless events. They are a deep and complicated part of being human. They show our greatest fears, hopes, and dreams. By looking into dreams, we can learn a lot about how the mind works and what awareness is. This can help us understand the deepest secrets in our own minds. One neurology is the scientific study of dreams that tries to figure out how these mysterious experiences work in the brain and body. Researchers want to know how and why we dream by looking at the activity of the brain while we sleep. This will give them a better understanding of how the brain and awareness work in general. Rapid eye movement REM sleep has been named one of the most important findings in the study of dreams. Eugene Aserinsky and Nathaniel Kleitman were the first to describe REM sleep in the 1950s. It is a unique stage of sleep marked by fast eye movements, more brain activity, and colorful dreams. The brain's electrical activity during REM sleep is very similar to that when the person is awake, which suggests that the brain is doing a lot of thinking. This find changed the way we think about sleep and dreams, and showed how complicated the brain is even when it's not working. Every night, the brain goes through several sleep cycles, switching between REM and non-REM states. There are 3 stages of NREM sleep, and the last one is slow-wave sleep SWS. Each step is deeper than the last. Dreams can happen at any stage of sleep, but they happen most often and are clearest during REM sleep. The fact that REM and NREM sleep happen back and forth suggests that both stages work together to keep your mental and emotional health in good shape. What REM sleep is for is one of the most important questions in the study of dreams. There are many ideas about this complicated process, and each one sheds light on a different part of it. One well-known idea is the memory consolidation hypothesis, which says that REM sleep is very important for putting memories together and making them stronger. The brain processes information from the day during REM sleep, making nerve links stronger and organizing memories. It is thought that this process improves the ability to learn and solve problems, which is good for general brain performance. Emotional control is another important job of REM sleep. Researchers have found that REM sleep is linked to understanding emotional events, which helps to control and combine feelings. This is especially important for people who have been through difficult or upsetting events, since REM sleep can help them heal and become stronger emotionally. The amygdala, a part of the brain that handles emotions, is very busy during REM sleep. This supports the idea that thinking can help you control your emotions. Dreaming also includes many different chemicals and parts of the brain. Acetylcholine, for example, is a key chemical that helps with REM sleep and controls brain activity during this time. Also, the prefrontal cortex, which is in charge of higher-order brain processes, is less active during REM sleep. This may help explain why dreams are so often strange and irrational. On the other hand, the limbic system, which controls emotions and memories, stays very active. This makes dreams more intense and vivid. Neuroimaging methods like functional magnetic resonance, imaging fMRI, and electroencephalography each have come a long way and helped us understand how the brain works when we dream. Researchers can see how brain activity and connections change over time with these tools. This gives them a better idea of how dreams work in the brain. For instance, fMRI studies have shown that the visual and movement parts of the brain are very active during REM sleep. This is in line with the visual and physical experiences that people often have in their dreams. Despite these progresses, there are still many things about dreams that are unknown and hard to explain. It's hard to study dreams because they are subjective and depend on people's memories and self-reports, which can be affected by many things. Also, because the brain works so complicatedly while we sleep, it's likely that more than one process or function is at work, which makes it hard to pinpoint a single reason why we dream. Still, the study of dreams is always changing as new tools and findings are made. To learn more about how the brain works and what awareness is, experts are trying to figure out the physical and biological processes that cause dreams. Dreams, with their complex web of experiences, give us a unique look into how the mind works and show the deepest secrets that lie within our own minds. In the field of psychology, dreams are very important for understanding the mind and all of its different parts. Therapists and psychologists often look into dreams to find out about a person's inner feelings, thoughts, and motivations. This helps them understand the person's mental state better. Sigmund Freud is one of the most important people in the history of dream research. As we already said, Freud's Freudian theory says that dreams show us unfulfilled wants and unsolved problems. He thought that one could learn about the unconscious mind by figuring out what dreams meant by analyzing the images and themes that they showed. Free association, Freud's way in which people say whatever comes to mind when they think about parts of their dreams, is still a useful tool in Freudian treatment. Therapists can help people find out about their deepest feelings and thoughts by using this method, which promotes personal growth and healing. Carl Jung made important advances to the study of dreams, which are also very important to psychology. Jung saw dreams as a way to talk to the collective unconscious, which is a storehouse of symbols and shared human experiences. He thought that dreams bring these iconic things into our waking knowledge, which helps us become more self-aware and unique. Jung's way of analyzing dreams involves looking at the mythological and symbolic meanings of dreams. This helps people connect with inner parts of their minds. This process can help people have deeper thoughts and changes that give their lives more meaning and balance. These basic views have been built upon by modern psychology, which has added new ideas and methods. cognitive behavioral methods to dream analysis. For example, look at the themes and content of dreams as reflections of what you think and worry about when you're awake. Therapists can help people figure out and deal with underlying mental and emotional problems by looking at patterns and themes that come up in dreams over and over again. This way of thinking stresses that the states of waking and dreaming are connected, which means that our dreams may show how our minds are working. The use of lucid dreaming as a therapy tool is another important change in the study of dreams. People lucid dream when they are aware that they are dreaming and have some control over what happens in their dreams. This kind of aware thinking can be used for therapy reasons, like getting rid of dreams, practicing tough situations, or working through mental problems that haven't been fixed. Using lucid dreaming methods can give people the power to interact with their dreams, which can help them grow and improve. Dreams are also very important in stress healing. For people who have been through stressful events, nightmares can be a common and upsetting sign. A lot of the time, therapists use methods like imagery rehearsal therapy Eeriewrite, in which people rethink and remake their dreams in a more neutral or positive way. This method can help lessen the number and severity of dreams, which can ease pain and speed up mental healing. If a person has trauma-related dreams, figuring out what they mean and dealing with them can help them heal and improve their general mental health. Dreams can help with therapy, but they can also make you more creative and help you solve problems. Many scientists, writers, artists, and scientists have used their dreams to get fresh ideas and new ways of looking at things. Dreams can give people a fresh look at things, free from the limits of rational and straight thought, which can help them find new answers and options. People can find new ways to express themselves and come up with new ideas by letting their dreams inspire them. Dreams are important in psychology for more than just personal growth and treatment. Dreams can also tell us about social and cultural problems by showing us what we fear, hope for, and value as a group. Researchers in the field of psychology can learn more about how society and culture change our lives by looking at the thoughts of different people and groups. By looking at things from a bigger picture, we can better understand how public health programs, policymaking, and social change efforts affect people's behavior and health. In conclusion, dreams are very important in psychology because they give us a unique look into the mind and all of its different parts. Dreams are very important to our mental health because they help us find out about our deepest feelings and thoughts, as well as help us be creative and heal. Psychologists can learn a lot about the human mind by studying dreams, which are full of rich and complicated images. These images can help them understand the deep secrets that lie within. Philosophers have been interested in dreams for a long time because they give us a unique view of reality, awareness, and the self. Philosophers have looked at dreams as a way to answer basic questions about the mind and reality, which has helped us understand these grand ideas better. René Descartes' Meditations on First Philosophy is one of the most well-known intellectual works about dreams. Descartes used the dream to show that sense experiences are not always reliable. He asked how we can be sure that what we're experiencing when we're awake is real when our dreams are so real and intense. Descartes came to the famous understanding that, I think, therefore I am cogito, ergo sum. This means that all other knowledge can be questioned, but the reality of the thinking self cannot. The way Descartes thought about dreams and reality makes us think about how we see things and how we know things. Philosophy of mind also talks a lot about dreams, especially when they talk about the nature of awareness and the self. David Chalmers and Thomas Metzinger are two philosophers who have looked into what dreams can teach us about awareness. Dreams show that awareness is flexible and changes over time, challenging the idea of a fixed, ongoing self. When we dream, our sense of self can shift and change, taking on new identities and points of view. This means that the self is not a set thing, but an experience that is made by the brain's constant processes. Existential and phenomenological research also touch on the intellectual study of dreams. Existentialist thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Martin Heidegger have thought of dreams as a normal part of being human that show our worries and hopes about life. Dreams can show us our inner fears and wants, giving us clues about how we really live. From the point of view of phenomenology, dreams are a special way to experience things that lets us think about how awareness works and what subjective experience is. Dreams can also make you think about time and reality in interesting ways. Often, the regular rules of time and space don't work in dreams, making the real world seem open and changeable. This makes us question the idea that time moves in a straight line and encourages us to think about other ways of experiencing time. Philosophers have used dreams to look into the idea of alternate worlds and various realities. This suggests that the reality we experience when we are awake may be just one of many possible experiences. There are theories in physics and astronomy that say there are many worlds and universes. This line of study fits with those theories. Philosophers should also think about the moral and social aspects of dreams. What are the moral consequences of the things we do in our dreams if we can feel and act in them? Philosophers like Susan Blackmore have thought about moral duty in dreams and asked if we can be responsible for what we do when we are dreaming. This brings up bigger questions about what free will and moral agency are, which makes us rethink what it means to be responsible and act in an ethical way. Aside from these academic questions, dreams also have real-world implications for philosophy. People who practice lucid dreaming are aware that they are dreaming and can change the story of their dreams. This provides a unique chance to explore spiritual ideas. When people lucid dream, they can try out different identities, situations, and points of view. This gives them a direct taste of how awareness changes over time. Philosophers can use lucid dreaming as a way to study the structures and processes of the mind, while keeping control and thinking about what they are doing. Dream philosophy is a deep and broad area that can help us understand some of the most important questions about truth, awareness, and the self. The study of dreams by thinkers helps them understand the human experience better and sheds light on the mysteries of life and the mind. Because dreams are strange and often contradictory, they make us question what we think we know and encourage us to consider new options and points of view. Our knowledge of dreams keeps growing, and new areas of study look like they will help us learn even more about this interesting part of human life. New findings are being made possible by progress in technology, neuroscience, and working together across different fields. These discoveries are giving us new information about what dreams are and how they work. Neuroimaging methods that are more advanced are one of the most exciting areas of future dream study. Functional magnetic resonance, imaging fMRI, and electroencephalography EEG are two technologies that have already helped us learn a lot about how the brain works while we sleep and think. But as technology improves in the future, it may be possible to make even more accurate and thorough observations, which would let researchers map the brain processes that cause different dream states. This could help us learn more about how dreams come true and how they connect to our awake lives and what role they play in mental and emotional health. Artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning are being looked into in dream study, which is another interesting development. AI programs can look through huge collections of dream reports and find patterns and themes that humans might find hard to spot. AI helps experts learn more about how dream experiences are similar and different for people from different countries and backgrounds. Artificial intelligence AI could also be used to create individual dream treatments, like lucid dreaming methods or therapy ways to deal with fears and other sleep problems. Another new area of study with a lot of promise is the study of lucid dreams. Not only does lucid dreaming give a unique way to be aware, it is also a useful tool for scientific and healing research. More study may be done in the future to find better ways to start and keep lucid dreams going. This would allow people to use this state for personal growth, creativity, and healing. Lucid dreaming could also be used to do controlled studies on the nature of awareness and the self, which could help us learn more about these big psychological questions. working together across different fields will be very important for the future of dream study. Brain scientists, psychologists, philosophers, anthropologists, and others can learn more about dreams by combining ideas and tools from these and other areas. Anthropologists, for example, can teach us a lot about the cultural and social aspects of dreaming, showing us how different cultures have different dream experiences and meanings. As philosophers study questions about awareness, truth, and moral duty, they can add to the theory and moral consequences of dream research. The healing power of dreams is another important area that needs more study. Our knowledge of how dreams affect our minds and feelings is growing. This means that new ways of using dreams to help people heal can be created. For example, methods used in dream therapy could be improved and added to help people with a lot of different mental illnesses, from anxiety and sadness to post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD) and more. Therapists can help people grow and heal by getting into the unconscious mind through dream work and giving them insights into their inner lives. Dream study also needs to be carefully thought out when it comes to social issues. As we create new tools and ways to study and control dreams, it is important to think about what these developments mean for ethics. To make sure that dream research is done in an honest and responsible way, concerns like privacy, agreement, and the possible abuse of dream-related tools need to be looked at. Setting clear rules and moral standards will be important for figuring out how to work in this field that is changing so quickly. The future of dream study is very bright. It will bring us new information about the nature and purpose of dreams, as well as their meaning for people. Researchers can solve the secrets of dreams by using new technologies, studying neuroscience, and working together from different fields. This will help show how our waking and sleeping lives are deeply connected. Dreams, with their complex web of experiences, will always be interesting and moving, showing us the depths of our thoughts and the endless possibilities of human awareness.